Hi, what is going on, Laker fans? Thank you very much for tuning in. Want to spend a quick second here on our ESPN LA YouTube page. Talk one specific topic I want to get into with the Lakers, just kind of the expectations. How much did your expectations change based on what the Lakers have done so far this offseason? Before I do want to promote our ESPN LA YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel. We're putting up a lot of content. I'm basically the days that I do Lakers talk, which will be tonight. I'm going to also do a Lakers talk daily here, and I'll just kind of keep those positioned together. But we're putting up a lot of content. Dodger, the Blue Review, we're doing on a daily basis. Not me personally. That's Greg Bergman and Clinton Yates. And then we're streaming all our shows. So please subscribe to the channel here if you don't mind. I want to spend a little bit of time on this because I think that the dust has settled. NBA free agency is pretty much done. Maybe Lakers add another big. I know most people want to see another big added for the Lakers. But we all kind of heard, whether it's our station or you got national critics or whatever the case, everybody's kind of given their opinion so far on what the Lakers did in free agency. And we know him. Gabe Vincent, who, by the way, was on Travis and Sleewa's show this morning. You can go back and listen. Torian Prince, Cam Reddish. The Lakers kept Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, D'Angelo Russell, Jackson Hayes, the Lakers had as well. So the Lakers went out, did, I thought, the best that they could under the circumstances. And I really, really like the numbers that the Lakers signed some of these players for. I think it was advantageous to the Lakers, and I think it gives them just a ton of flexibility as we get a little bit closer to once the season starts, and then you start getting into closer to the trade deadline. It just gives the Lakers a ton of options. The question I want to throw out to Laker fans out there is specific to, where do you think the Lakers are now? So we kind of, the dust has settled and we know where everybody else is. How much better do you think the Lakers are based on what they did in the offseason? Or do you feel like, no, this team is not the second best in the Western Conference? It's not just you're chasing Denver, but you're also chasing the Warriors and you're chasing the Phoenix Suns, the Clippers. I'm just naming off teams that either made some moves or people think are going to be good this upcoming year. I will say this. I think there was a little bit of, I think the Lakers' success this offseason was a little exaggerated. I think when people say, oh my gosh, they won all of free agency. I think winning all the free agency means you went out there and got a game changer. And now you're looking at your team and you're saying, hey, the West is running 100% through that team, or the NBA is running through that team. I don't think that happened with the Lakers, but I do think that the players that they brought back, um, and then added a few other pieces, you have a roster that you feel like, okay, they top four in the Western Conference. I could see that. I could see top four in the Western Conference. By the way, a lot of Memphis is going to be good this year. What happens to the Pelicans? What happens to the Minnesota Timberwolves? Just naming out, Oklahoma City Thunder is obviously an up and coming team. Houston added some players. The San Antonio Spurs just got Wembanyama. There's a lot of teams that are going to be competing in the West. But I think the question that I come down to with the Lakers, the best thing they really did this offseason was they're giving themselves a chance to run it back. There's some continuity on the roster. And even that continuity, it's not like all these guys played a full season together last year. No, they played 20, 25 games and then were in the playoffs. But they did have a playoff run together. Obviously, Austin Reeves has been there, no problem. But Rui and D'Angelo and Torian Prince and Cam Reddish and Gabe Vincent, and there's a lot of players that are also going to be on the roster that are still going to try to figure out, hey, I need a training camp with these guys. I need a regular season with these guys. I need 82 games. Where that really puts the Lakers in the Western Conference, I'm not sure. I think that's one's a tough putt, but I would be comfortable saying I think they could be a top four team in the West from a record perspective in the regular season. Now, what happens in the playoffs, that's a completely different story, but I think people would agree with this. And I don't think this is a hot take or anything like that. I think it's just the reality of it. Talent wise, I don't think they have enough talent on what's today, July 6th or whatever the case is. I don't think they have enough talent on July 6th to go win an NBA championship or make it to the NBA finals. But you don't really have to have um, the best roster on July 6th. No, you need it come January 1st. You need it potentially come February 1st. And then, obviously by the time you get post trade deadline, you kind of see how things work out from there. I do think the Lakers, like I said, have put themselves in a position where the flexibility is there. I think the continuity of bringing some players back is great. Of course, you need LeBron James, you need Anthony Davis, but it's a team that makes sense, and it's a team that I feel like has the proper role players that make sense with LeBron James and with Anthony Davis. Now, with all that being said, it's still going to be a battle in the Western Conference. Like I said, I know a lot of people are talking about how the Lakers are. They stole the offseason. They stole free agency. I think that's a little too dramatic personally, but I could see why people are also excited about what the Lakers are going to bring to the table this upcoming year. So, Lake fans, I'll throw this out to you. Um, where do you think this puts the Lakers in the Western Conference? And are you one of those people now that are looking at the Lakers and saying that, all right, they vastly improved, or they're exactly where they were, or no, this is not enough in order to compete with and again, compete means compete for a championship, because that really is the ultimate goal. And it's not only the ultimate goal because you're the Lakers, but it's also the ultimate goal is because you just got to the Western Conference Finals, and this could be your final run with LeBron. Please subscribe to the channel, and if you guys don't mind to put your comments on what you think in regards to this topic specifically, we greatly appreciate it. Again, ESPN LA putting up content all the time. Please subscribe. Thank you, Laker fans. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Lakers talk coming up today.